Hello and welcome back. It's time to predict the scores for game week 28 of this 2024-2025 EFL Championship season, and what a weekend of action we've just had. On Friday night, James Trafford successfully saving 2 penalties against Sunderland and Burnley a 0-0 draw at home. And on Saturday, a brace by Matt Ritchie and Portsmouth, 3 points against high-flying Middlesbrough. And in the South Wales derby, Callum Robinson coming up with a brace himself to destroy Swansea City 3-0. But it's a quick turnaround in the Championship, and it all kicks off on Tuesday evening when Blackburn Rovers host Coventry City at Ewood Park. Blackburn surprisingly defeated in their last fixture 1-0 by Oxford, and Coventry getting their first win in 5 matches with a 1-0 victory against Bristol City. Blackburn Rovers just a 1 win in their last 7 matches as well. Back at home though, this could go either way. It's toss of a coin. So, you know what? It's a Tuesday evening. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to the home side. They really need the points to stay in the playoff zone, don't they? Next we move to Pride Park where Derby County take on Sunderland. There should be a straightforward away victory to Sunderland. 5 defeats in the last 6 matches for Derby County, and for me that defeat against Watford sees Derby, I think they're relegation candidates again here. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory away for Sunderland. Next up we go to the MKM Stadium where Hull City, the Tigers, take on QPR. QPR, 3 wins on the bounce. Latest that 1-0 victory against Plymouth, and Hull a decent away win against Millwall, kind of turning things around, and I expect them to get a draw in this one. QPR have been doing very well as well, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Next up we go to the Riverside Stadium where Middlesbrough take on West Brom. You could say the draw specialists of the division, and I fully expect this one to end up in a draw as well, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 score there. Then we've got a bit of a humdinger of a match where Oxford United take on Luton Town. Oxford surprisingly been in really good form of late, and Luton stopped the rot a little bit with a draw against Preston on the weekend but failed to score. In this one you've got to favour Oxford at home, and I'm going to have to go for a 1-0 home victory to Oxford. Next up we go to South Wales where Swansea City take on Sheffield United. Swansea didn't turn up in the South Wales derby at all, and second half performance wasn't very good at all. Sheffield United back-to-back wins now, a good win against Norwich, and I fully expect them to take all 3 points here. I can't see Swansea scoring against Sheffield United, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win. Then we go to Vicarage Road. Watford take on Preston. Watford have been strong at home this season. I think it's just the 1 defeat at home, if I can remember rightly. Preston, blow hot and cold, 2 draws, and is this one going to end up a draw? I'm going to go for another draw here, and I'm going to go for a 0-0 scoreline. Bit of a bore draw, that one. Then we move to London where Millwall take on Cardiff City. Cardiff now 5 matches without defeat. Millwall 7 matches where they've only won 1 match. It was a disappointing loss at home against Hull. This one, after an energy-sapping match for Cardiff against Swansea, I think this is going to end up in another draw here. I don't think there are many goals. Could end up 0-0, but I will go for a 1-1 scoreline. Then we move up to Yorkshire at Elland Road where Leeds United take on Norwich. Another win for Leeds against Sheffield Wednesday. Yorkshire rivals 3-0, and Norwich losing against Sheffield United. I think Norwich will provide a bit of a sterner test than Sheffield Wednesday, and I can see Norwich scoring, but I think Leeds will win this one 2-1. Then move to Fratton Park. Portsmouth take on Stoke. Stoke 3 draws on the bounce. Portsmouth a good win against Middlesbrough, and I think they're going to follow that victory up with another win here. Ritchie coming in has been very good for Portsmouth. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win. Then we move to Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday take on Bristol City. You know what, I think Sheffield Wednesday will bounce back in this match, taking place on Wednesday evening. I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. Then we move to the South Coast, Plymouth Argyle against Burnley, only one winner here, even though Plymouth seemed to stop the rot with 3 draws on the bounce, but losing 1-0 against QPR wasn't great, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory to Burnley. So those are my predictions for game week 28. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website or as a comment below. But for now, enjoy the championship action on Tuesday and Wednesday evening, and I'll see you all in the next video for game week 29.